Good morning, children. So today we are here with the next chapter in your Beehive book of class 9, that is A Truly Beautiful Mind. So, before reading this lesson, what do you think of when you hear the word genius? Who is a genius? What qualities do you think a genius has? So, according to me, a person who is, completely different from a crowd and who has got a very different thought. Okay, according to me, he or she is a genius. Now, we shall now read about a young German civil servant who took the world by storm about 100 years ago in the in the summer of 1905. The 26-year-old, this person whom we are talking about, published in quick succession 4 groundbreaking papers. So what were those groundbreaking papers on? It was about light first, second one was the motion of particles, third one was on the electrodynamics of moving bodies, and fourth one was energy. Okay, so after publishing these topics, his work took up only a few pages in scientific journals, but changed forever our understanding of space, time, and the entire cosmos. So, and transformed the name Einstein into a synonym for genius. So, in short, we can just say that it was his unmatched contribution to the field of science that made his name Einstein. Now, after his death, 50 years after his death, Albert Einstein's genius still reigns, still continues, okay, still remains. Understood? So, let me summarize this lesson for you, the story of Albert Einstein for you. So, Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879 in the German city of Ulm. Okay, so his mother called him freak, stupid, foolish. Why, children? Because he had a large head. He was and due to that, he was a late talker. He could never adjust with his playmates. Why? Due to his, you can say, boring personality, you may say, and due to that, his playmates used to call him boring brother. So so the youngster played by himself much of his time. So he used to not mingle with other students. He was really very different from other children. Then he especially loved mechanical toys, and looking at his newborn sister Maza, he said to have he said to have said that, fine, but where are her wheels? Okay, so this is it. Then what happened, children, that he had he loved playing violin too, and after some time he went to school in Munich. Okay, he just went to Munich, and there he was good at studies, but he felt suffocated after some time. So why did he feel suffocated? Because he wasn't like other children. Okay, then his headmaster, and after seeing such things, what did his headmaster do? His headmaster believed that he would never succeed in his life, just by seeing his behavior and reactions. Okay, then what happened? He was Albert Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics and interested in physics. Okay, so he just the previous year, Albert's parents had moved to Milan and left their son with relatives. Now, after prolonged education in German speaking Switzerland, in a city which was more liberal than Munich. So, what happened that Albert wanted to study at the university in Zurich, where the system was more liberal, liberal in terms that it was more liberal than Munich. He went there and showed more interest in physics and mathematics. He met a fellow student whose name was Milva Merrick. Okay, so he met Milva Merrick in the university, whom he found to be a clever creature. And then what happened, that later on he married Milva. Okay, then Albert and Milva had two sons, but their marriage failed in 1909. So this was about Albert Einstein's personal life. So apart from this, he worked as a technical expert in a patent office. He continued working secretly on his idea of relativity, that is E equals mc square. In 1905, he published a paper on social theory of relativity. In 1915, he published his general theory of relativity and became famous. And then what happened in 1933, Einstein emigrated, means he moved to United States. Okay, 5 years later, the German scientist, that is Albert Einstein, in Berlin discovered nuclear fission. Now, after that, the scientists in America were greatly disturbed. Why were they greatly disturbed? Because this discovering nuclear fission was okay, but using it in inappropriate manner was not fine. So Albert wrote a letter to the president to apprise him of the extent of destruction the atom bomb could cause. So he was well aware about the effects of the atom bomb, so therefore he just wrote a letter to the president. His letter was taken very seriously by the president. The atomization of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945 shocked Albert Einstein. He was disturbed by the destruction of he was disturbed by the destruction and mindless use of the science. Therefore, he wrote a letter to the United Nations and suggested the formation of a world government, but this time his letter had no effect, and therefore he became quite upset. And then what happened, that Einstein was deeply shaken. He was deeply shaken by the extent of destruction, and this time he wrote a public missive to the United Nations, but as there was no reaction. So unlike the letter to Roosevelt, this one made no impact. Okay, but over the next decade, Einstein got ever more involved in politics. He spent his later days, you can say he spent his later days in politics, advocating for world peace and democracy. Then when Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as a scientific genius. So children, this story, A Truly Beautiful Mind, the title of the story, The Truly Beautiful Mind, is very appropriate according to me. Why? Because the story revolves around the life and works of the famous scientist, that is Albert Einstein. Okay, so he could not speak till he was 2.5 years till he was 2.5 years old. His mother thought that he was a freak due to his large head. His headmaster called him stupid and proclaimed that he would never be anything in his life. But I would say, in spite of receiving such criticisms, At an early age, he went on to win a Nobel Prize in physics through his famous theory of relativity. Then he brought revolution in the world of science. Okay, he also entered in politics to promote peace and democracy against development of nuclear weapons. So he was a determined and a compassionate person as well, who was having really a truly beautiful mind. So his life, the life of Albert Einstein is quite impressive and inspiring, inspirational one. Okay, so this was it. So I hope you might have understood the summary of this lesson chapter. Okay, so children, go through this chapter once again and try to try to answer the questions given in your homework. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you, children. Stay home, stay safe.